Hello, Showcase Pro Wrestling fans, and welcome to another installment of the Director's Cut. We'll look back at all the recent action here at Showcase Pro Wrestling.
On January 2nd, Showcase Pro Wrestling rolled into the VFW Hall in Taunton, Massachusetts. And with the high-class cartel serving in suspension, this opened the door for new superstars to make a name for themselves, including the debut of one of New England Pro Wrestling's fastest rising stars, Tyler Nitro. However, Tyler's debut was cut short as the current reigning Showcase Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, The Fellowship, had a few choice words for Tyler Nitro. And just when it looked like Nitro was backed into a corner, Nicholas Knight would come to his aid and the two would take it to The Fellowship. The ensuing brawl would turn into a tag team contest between all four competitors. Tyler Nitro seemed very game for his debut, but the onslaught of the tag team champions would prove to be too much for Nitro.
Pray for him!
The constant double team of the Fellowship would keep momentum on their side until Tyler was able to get the reversal and tag in Nicholas Knight. It was the veteran in-ring awareness of Nicholas Knight that would set up this reversal. The two would go on to be handed the tag team championships, but only for a short time, as the match was not sanctioned as a title bout.
Still, your Showcase Pro Wrestling Tag Team The Fellowship.
Even though Knight and Nitro proved themselves to be formidable opponents in the contest, the titles could not change hands at this time. Will Tyler Nitro and Nicholas Knight team up again to take on the Fellowship with the championships on the line? Only time will tell. Former two-time tag team champion, now turned singles competitor, Chris Matrix was in action, but it didn't take long for his former tag team partner Scott Leder to show his face at ringside. The rivalry between these two is at an all-time high and was enough to pull away Matrix's attention. The distraction would be enough to cause Chris Matrix to lose the match, but this would not go unpunished as the favor was returned later that evening. Scott Leder going one-on-one with Cargill Vinton seemed to have the upper hand when Matrix would chase Scott right out of the ring. Chris Matrix proceeded to chase Scott Leder all over the arena and would eventually chase Scott right back into the ring, where Cargill Vinton would be waiting to make use of the chaos, get the drop on him, and score the pinfall. It's obvious that these once best friends and tag team partners have turned into bitter rivals. Our night was capped off by the highly anticipated #1 contenders match for the Showcase Pro Wrestling Championship between the only member of the high-class cartel currently not under suspension, sensational Scott Leveque, and his opponent, Benny Blanco. Scott Leveque was obviously prepared for war as he dominated a majority of the contest. But in the end, all it would take was just one mistake for Blanco to capitalize with the cutter and claim his spot as the #1 contender. The victory would bring the reigning Showcase Pro Wrestling champion, the superstar Sean Candido, to ringside, and the two would have an exchange of words. It will now only be a matter of time before these two face off for Showcase Pro Wrestling's most coveted prize.
Well, that does it all for this week, and thank you very much for watching. Be sure to follow us on all social media at SP Wrestling, and be kept up to date by visiting our website at showcaseprowrestling.com.